everybody, and welcome back to Diamond Mama. As always, this is Ashley. Two things that I'm going to start out with. First, one, if I start coughing in the middle of this, I apologize. I thought I was getting sick, but I realized that I just needed sleep. So I slept like 10 hours and woke up and I felt better. But my husband woke up and he was sick. He had like a chest cold thing, sinuses going on. That's what he thought it was sinuses at first. Then it moved to his chest, and then he was coughing. He started running a fever. Next day, Jackson got it, and like 3 days passed, I think. Yeah, because they both got sick like Sunday or Monday. Or Jackson got sick on Monday, and by Wednesday he was feeling better, but then Thursday he started feeling better, and then I started to feel crappy. And then this morning I woke up, which it's Saturday, and yeah, I didn't want to cough because it hurt super bad, but that's like it. Like, I feel fine. I'm all nasally and I don't want to cough because it super bad hurts. So, but I cannot sleep to save my life right now. It is midnight. So here in like, 5 minutes now, it will be Sunday. It'll be midnight, 12 o'clock. So I can't sleep, so I figured, you know what? I've been making you guys wait until like Monday or Tuesday for product reviews when I'm supposed to be doing them on the weekends. So I thought, why not? I'll make a video real quick. So I am making a video, and as you can see, this is not a diamond painting. I do have a diamond painting to do a product review on, but I want to try to wait until next weekend because I still have 1, 2, 3. I still have 5 paintings coming in the mail, which they all should be here next week in time for the next product review. 2 or 3 of them, I haven't quite decided on the third one, but 2 of them for sure I cannot do a product review on. Well, I can, but I can't post them yet because they are gifts for people. So after I do them, I'll make the video, and then after I do the painting and gift it, then I'll post the video. I tried to do that with a Tinkerbell painting that I gave to my mother-in-law, but it was on my husband's laptop and it crashed because my wonderful son, he decided that he wanted to push it off the stand that it was on, and it crashed. So yay, Jackson. Little brat broke my TV too. We just had to go out and buy a brand new television today, so that was fun. But like everybody says, they're only young once, so you better enjoy it. Now, I am not enjoying him breaking all my expensive stuff. Oh, he's so lucky. He's cute. But anyway, so I want to try to do a diamond painting haul. It's going to be difficult because from the videos that I have seen, you have your pile of diamond paintings and, you're opening them and you're being like, here's the picture of what this one is. Here's the diamonds, pictures, painting, or the canvas, blah, blah, blah. But I don't want to do it that way because my product reviews, I want to try to keep them as secret as possible until I absolutely have to show you guys what the painting is. I just think it's fun, and I love being all secrety. When it comes to that, I don't know. I almost feel like it's kind of like a surprise to you guys. So, I don't know. So, I am going to definitely try to do the diamond painting haul. But at the same time, I'm going to try to put like a twist in it to where I don't actually show you guys which paintings they are. Let me know if that's something that you guys would be into. Because if it's something that you think, let me try that again. If it's something that you guys think would just be really boring and that you wouldn't want to sit through it, let me know. Because I really don't want to make a video that bores you guys to death. So, let me know in the comments if that's something that you guys would be willing to watch or not. But, let's get started on this one. I'm not sure how to pronounce this, partly because I made this card like months ago, so I don't remember if this is supposed to be an I or an L. But yeah, so I will just put this in the description, but that's the name of it. If I'm not mistaken, it's Rediy or Redly, which I really think that it's an I, because usually when it's an L, like, I'll put that thing on there. So, and then Ladiy, store. So yeah, there it is. The name of it is Ladybug and Flowers. The size is a 52 by 52 centimeter. I don't know how many colors there are. I forgot to look before I started to make this video, but we'll look and write it in there. The working area is a full area, and the shape of the actual project is round. I ordered it on July 5th. It shipped on July 5th, and then I got it July 24th. So it only took 20 days. Again, I have not done one of these since I was like 16, 17, maybe younger, like 15. So when I seen these on AliExpress, I was like, what? I have to have them. And of course, the really awesome ones that I really want are like anywhere between $30 and $50. Again, just like, you know, the last time that I had a project that wasn't a diamond painting, I can't see myself spending that much money on something like that. Not right now, anyway. But you guys, if you're into latch hooks, you should definitely go and check them out. They're neat. They're so neat. I think this one was only like 17 something, and then they got other ones that are right around the same size, maybe just a bit bigger for 22. Even those are really neat, but like, I love latch hooks. It's like one of the first art project things that I worked on, besides for like drawing and coloring and paint by number. I've been doing paint by number since I can remember, but I fell in love with these. So yeah, when it took the 20 days to make it here, literally it felt like 6 months. Like, I was so excited for this to get here. I was bummed though, because they come in these plastic cases, and for some reason, that was one of the reasons I was excited about it, is because of the plastic case, and it came crushed because the post here in the US doesn't care what happens to your stuff. I do have a note on here, because when I first started to get into this and start trying to figure out like what I had to do, or like where I had to start, because any other ones that I've done on here, they've been square, so they were easy. Start in a corner, you know, upper corner is always best when it comes to these. So yeah, you know, it was super easy to just break it open and start on it. But this one, since it's like a round, almost looks like a rug, I had to count to try to figure out which line I was supposed to start at first. And literally, like, I didn't want to mess it up so bad that it took me like an actual week just to get started on it, because I think they measured it wrong. I even had to ask my mom, like, because she, you know, obviously I was little, so, you know, she was the one that was buying them for me and teaching me how to do them. So I took it to her to, you know, ask her what her opinion was. And she honestly didn't know either. She's actually the one that told me that, you know, she thought that they cut it wrong and they measured it wrong. So I don't know if that is something that they always do, or if they just really aren't paying attention. They didn't really come with directions. They did, but they didn't. They came with confusing directions. Either that, or I'm just really just duh, because I didn't comprehend some of it. So that's pretty much all that is on this card. With shipping, I'm definitely giving 5 stars, because not only did it ship the same day that I ordered it, which I love when that happens because it cuts the time down, like, at least by a week. But it did only take 20 days, so that was pretty good. Coming from AliExpress, I definitely expect all of my stuff to be here at least between 15 and 30 days. I mainly start worrying about it once it starts to get closer to like 25 days. Then I start to worry about things. But as long as they come within the, I'll say 18 to 22 days, that's usually when I see my stuff. So yeah, shipping is 5 stars. Packing, I don't really know. I'm kind of in the air on that one, because, like, yes, it does come in this plastic box, but the plastic is very weak. I mean, they did bubble wrap it, and then it did come in, like, that trash bag material. So I guess I will give them 5 stars on packing, just because, you know, with the bubble wrap, I have to at least say that they tried. It's not their fault that the post here in the United States, I can't say all of them, because, I mean, there's 50 states and hundreds of towns and cities in each state. You know, I'm sure there are some of them that actually do value their job and other people's property. But some of them, like the ones here, for instance, seems like they really just don't care. So I will give them 5 stars for shipping and packing. Let's get started on the fun stuff. Okay. I don't really know if you can see it because of the plastic. Oh yeah, you can see it. But there she is. My ladybug. My flowers. Okay. So I have done half of this. So things are kind of like this. This is not how they come packaged. I promise. Yeah, those are ones that are almost gone, so. But, when you first get these, they will, I'm trying to find one that's not been used yet. Here we go. You'll get your threads in little round things like this, and then whenever your directions call for this number, you just take it and peel one out. I do have to forewarn anybody that's never done one of these. it is easier just to pull one out when it's like this, but once you pull like even just 5 to 10 out of these things, all of them want to come out with it. So it's best to squeeze the plastic. If you have extra plastic, it's best to just kind of squeeze it between your fingers. Because I don't know how many times I've went to pull one out not paying attention and all of them come out, and it's literally almost impossible to put those things back in those plastic things once they're out. So just kind of a tip for anybody that's like never done one of these or has had a very, very fun time with having their threads everywhere. Okay, but see, like, it's super cute. I love it. And it would have been really convenient. Like, I mean, it still is, definitely. But, because, like, that's all that happened. Like, this part was crushed in where it left that, and then like the bottom of it got crushed real bad. So it's not like it's a huge deal, but I don't know. I was really excited about that little plastic case for some reason. Okay, so when we get these, comes with 2 papers. This obviously is the picture, and then you got your chart. Oh, there's 8 colors. There's my card. You almost forgot about that. Whoa. So, number of colors, 8. But right up here, you have your colors, and then when you get them, at least from this store, I don't know if it's from every store, once I'm finished with this, I do plan on getting another one from somewhere different, just to kind of see if everything is really the same. But they'll just give you like little sticker thingies that's got the number on it. With this one though, because like some of the numbers have fallen off just from putting them, you know, taking them out, putting them back in. But with this latch hook, the numbers are really self-explanatory. So, because like 1 is yellow, 2 is black, obviously, 3 is red, 4 and 5, 4 is dark green, 5 is light green, 6 is this pink color, which I only have 1, and then 7 is this orange color, which I only have 1 of that, and then 8 is white, which I have tons of white. It's 6, 7, plus I just got done with 1. I had like 8 of them, 8 or 9, because I've gotten rid of a couple of these plastic things, which is super convenient because the more of these that I get rid of, the less I have to put back in there. And once I took everything out, it just got harder and harder to stick everything back in there. But they do kind of try to give you like simple instructions, because this is a very, very simple art project. Like, they really are. And I mean, if I sat down and actually worked on this for a while, I could have this thing done within a weekend or something. It's a very easy and simple project, but they show you the directions up here. I'm going to actually demonstrate it for those of you who've never done one of these. And then your directions. They have the color, and yeah, they actually have the color and the symbol. Oh, Jackson. You got my paper sticky. So, yeah. This one kind of confused me because, like, this top one, it says Latch Hook. And then it, you know, it says the directions. Says, you know, open the pre-printed canvas, refer to the color chart and the canvas for choosing the color. Start the first grid where, or it says start the first grid where you like with Latch Hook. See, now you can't do that. And I'll explain why once we get into it. And then it says just stitch horizontal lines or in every grid. Do not stitch vertical lines, which that is very true. When you do start a latch hook, it's always best to start at the top, because then once you do the line, you can push because these little fraily things, the ends stick out, because that's what makes your picture. So when you do start at the top, you can just push them up for your next line. So yeah. It says pay attention that the color on the canvas is just to show the pattern. Please refer to the labels on the yarn to find the correct color use, which is true. Allow for See, now I feel like this one just contradicted. It says allowing for like printing mistakes. If paper pattern is different from the pre-printed canvas, please follow canvas. That's step 6. But then step 5 says pay attention to the color on the canvas, or pay attention that the color on the canvas is just to show the pattern. Please refer to the labels on the yarn and find the correct color to use. Oh, okay. I think I get it. To where, because like some of these, like this one, like the color on there is blue. I don't have a blue, so that's where that one's coming from. And then it also says chunky cross stitch. I've never heard of that, but it's got the directions, and then it's got the little pictures to demonstrate. It says just stitch the big hole on the canvas, stitch as X with 4 big holes. There is no X on this, so cool, because I don't think I could do that. I don't know. I've never tried, so I really don't know. And then here, Tapestry Stitch, and it shows that, which I don't know. This pattern doesn't call for this one either. It just basically, I mean, it's the same thing as the other one. It says the name, directions, picture, and then just down here at the bottom it just says thanks you for choosing the choosing our product. But they do give you yarn, needles, buttons. Or I guess this isn't yarn. This is thread. This is yarn. I got those two mixed up bad. But it says just stitch as, and then it's got like the little like horizontal, or not horizontal lines, but just like the little lines. It says just stitch as, and then it's got this line or this line in every hole. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to actually do that or not. And if I am, I don't know where. However, on here, it does have these two little stars right there. And I'm not sure what those stars are for. I tried looking at the picture, but I'm not seeing. I mean, it looks like what a latch hook's supposed to look like. And then I even tried to look at the canvas too, and I don't see a difference in what it's supposed to be. So I'm just pretty much going to ignore them and just gotta go with it. So with directions, I am going to give 5 stars for directions just because, just because I can't figure them out doesn't mean that I should give them 3 stars because they're confusing. Like, I don't know, I can't figure them out. So, yeah. But I'm sure somebody else could. And if you have any clue what those directions are talking about other than just actually cross-stitching it, let me know because I'm super confused. Okay, so back to what I was saying in the beginning. When you get your latch hook, it'll come with, this is another thing that you will have to deal with that's pretty annoying, but you get used to it. The more yarn you have laid down, the more of the shedding you're gonna have to deal with. Like, I was just working on this the other day, and I've literally done this 100 times, and it is just still falling out. It's like my hair every time I brush it. Like, it's crazy. But, yes, when you get this, you will get your, canvas, is what they call it. Oh, wow. You'll get your directions, your canvas, your little plastic case thing. You get all of your yarn, this little thread. It comes with thread, a little safety pin, 2 buttons, and 2 needles. At least mine did. And then they also come with the latch hook tool, which I love this one because it's super, super tiny. And I don't know, I've always liked the tiny ones better. But the kits that I used to get as a kid, they were always big. Like, they weren't huge, but like any bigger, like, at all, and they wouldn't have been able to fit into the holes to do your latch hook. And I mean, obviously you need it to fit in there, or you're not going to be doing anything, or you're going to break it and you're not going to have a piece of yarn right there. This is crazy. Look at that. Ugh. Nuts. So yeah, I'm giving 5 stars because everything is here. All of the colors are here. Oh yeah, I just went through the colors earlier. So, let's get started because I want to show you guys how much of this I've gotten done, and I want to show all of you out there how to do them, because if I can get somebody, even one person, to try Latch Hook and love it, that is a success for Diamond Mama. Alrighty, so this is how much I have gotten done of my Ladybug. Oh, there's flies everywhere. But there it is. Now, about what I was saying before on where to start, like it literally, the directions told you just to start anywhere. Like, no. Not only would that not work, but I mean, it could work, I guess, depending on how experienced you are with them, but it would also work a lot better if they were to actually measure and cut everything right, because oh, I didn't even grab it. Because like this top line, I try to count, okay, you know, I gotta do the top one. So then I started to do it and then realized as I was going down, because you know, you start there and it just doesn't go down, it actually goes out. So I have to make sure that each one of my stitches are going to end up fitting. And I ran out of room on like the third line, so I was like, great. So I had to pull everything out, and then I tried to count down before I even started to put the yarn in here, just so that way I wouldn't run into that problem again. And I have, but I was like almost where I'm at before I realized that I was about to run into that problem again, and I'm not taking all of this out just to restart it. So there are a few pieces of yarn that are called for, but they're just not placed because I'm not doing all that again. But it's just the very ends, so I really don't think that you'll be able to notice, as long as like the main part show, which is the ladybug and the flowers. So I actually stopped at a pretty good point, so I am just going to take off from there. Oh, I thought that was about to fall. And show all of you lovely, lovely diamonds, and hopefully soon to be diamonds, how to get your latch hook on. Oh, this stuff is nuts. It is just crazy. And it's all over my desk after this video. So, okay. Where I stopped. Okay. So, where I stopped at, I'm going to do these next 2 rows, because I'm going to go down and then I'm going to go over 2. I'll go over 3 just because. Okay, so the next 3 on the top are 3 whites, and then like I said with this, I just take the excess, pinch it, and then pull. Alright, I'm going to try to do this on camera to where everybody can see it. Oh my gosh, I got those fly things and they're going up my nose. When you got your tool, make sure that this little thing is down, just flat like that. You wrap your yarn around to where both ends are the same length, You know what? I'm just going to do this on one that's actually not supposed to be. But when you do it, this is a lot harder than I thought. You whoa. You put your tool in one of the hoops like that. The yarn's still down there. You put your tool in there, and then once you have that part done, you take, you put your yarn inside where the hook is. Here's your clip. That's down. Your yarn's going to go up through to where you make sure that it's through that. Once you have that part, all you got to do is take your tool and pull down. Let go of your yarn and pull. And voila. It's on there. And if you decide, oh, I made a mistake, I have to fix it, you know, some's got to come out, you know, whatever the reason, it's very easy to do that too. You can use your nails, you can use tweezers, but they just pull right out. But it's really, really quick and easy. Oh yeah, I was going out. I'm so used to going down half the time anymore. But yeah, I love these things. They're fun, they're relaxing, they're easy. They used to be inexpensive, but from the ones that I've seen, they've gotten a little bit crazy on the price side, but I'm cheap. I don't like to spend a lot of money on stuff. I really don't. Like, I will literally try to find the best deals as wherever I can. Alrighty. So, got my 3 whites on the first row. 2 white, 1 black. Next row are all 3 blacks. 1, 2, 3. Nope. I've been doing my own nails lately. Like, my real nails are probably hating me by this point because I've had them covered up with fake nails for like the last 2 months now, and it's like, yeah. So trying to do things like this with really long nails is kind of hard. I did just get some stuff ordered though. That building gel instead of acrylic, because I can't do acrylic at all. I've tried so many times and I can't figure it out. So I figured I'll try the building gel because I've seen some things on YouTube and it looks pretty easy. So I ordered them from Wish, so we'll find out here in 30 to 60 days. because that's just how Wish rolls. It's so annoying. I ordered like 10 things off of there one time, and out of all 10 things, I literally only got like 2. It was ridiculous. But yet I still order from there. I don't know why, but I do. But just in that short amount of time, I've succeeded in doing... Oh, that'd probably help. Those 3. I did 3 across and 4 up. So, I mean, this video, I've been making it for 40 minutes now. I could have all of this done in 40 minutes, plus started on the next row. Like, they're really, really easy to do. So yeah, that's pretty much all there really is to latch hooks. Let me know what you think of them in the comments. If you've done them before and you have pictures of them, post them on the group Diamonds in the Sky on Facebook. I'd love to see them. I love these things. If I can find my old ones, which I know that they're around here somewhere. I just got all the rest of my stuff from my mom's a couple of months ago, so it's like all in boxes somewhere. But if you've done them, I'd like to see them. So yeah. I know this was kind of a weird video, not only because it wasn't a diamond painting, but because I'm sick. So, if you're new, this is not how videos usually go. I apologize. I know I needed to post. Sick or not, I will be here for you guys. So, if you are new, hit the subscribe button. I promise the other videos are better than this one. If you have any ideas for any other videos, write them in the comments. Let me know. I'm always up for new ideas. The pins. I am still waiting on some pins to come through, or the pins that I ordered to get here. I do have a few that I found. I think I have like 5 of them that I found, so I can do that. There is one person that paid that I have no clue who it is, because they used somebody else's PayPal, and I can't remember who. So, if that was you, please let me know. I'm going to say something about it on Facebook, too. I do have to say with the pins, I think I said it in my last video, too, but I cannot make the pins until you let me know what you want, your address, and also until they're paid for. Before I send them out to you, especially since you've already paid for them, I will send you pictures of what they look like. If you don't like them, I can redo them, and until you're happy with them. I won't seal them up until I know you're 100% happy. I should be getting my pins here. They've got to be here by this coming week. Honestly, I thought they'd be here by now, but they're not, and it's kind of crazy. I think I'm actually going to order more. Okay, so some of you may already know that I only have my phone to record with, and if it gets too hot, it will just shut off. So that's what happened, and I have no idea where I was when I was talking, and I have no idea how long it's going to be before my phone shuts off again. So I'm going to wrap this up and make it quick. With the pens, if you want some, get a hold of me. Let me know what ones that you want. And if you're ready, or if you're ready for your pens now, let me know what ones you're wanting, and I'll send you my PayPal link, and then I will make a list. Whoever pays first, your name will be first, second, third, and so on. That'll actually be easier for me, because then I can keep track of everything a lot better that way, where it's actually on my PayPal, on the activity. Also, oh, I forget what I was just getting ready to say. Oh yeah, I was having the worst time trying to get to the post office, so therefore it was taking me forever to get these pens shipped out. But I got my own program to make labels myself. I got my own label maker for to make the labels to put on the packages, and I got my own scale so that way I can weigh them properly, to figure out what shipping and things are. Shipping within the US is normally $3.50, and shipping out of the country is roughly around $13 to $13.50. If you have more or less pens, that definitely ties into everything, but it's mainly right around there. So yeah, if everybody, or for the ones that are still interested in the pens, just get a hold of me. Let me know what you want. I'll give you my PayPal link, and then I will start making a new list, because the first time that I tried this, it got way out of hand, way quick. I got so flustered and so lost that it was just, but I did get, I mean, I've gotten probably over 30 orders done. I do have more going out on Monday. So yeah. Other than that, I only have like 5 more pens that I can make. But like I said, I should be getting my other ones this week, so that'll be better. So yeah. Until next time, I shall talk to all of you gorgeous diamonds in the sky later. You guys are absolutely fabulous. Of course, always thank you, and I love you guys so much. You are always fabulous. Mwah. Bye.